What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Boost Your Business in 30 Days.
Hi, guys.
Live.
I'm Angie.
I'm Pat Cherubini. I have last
Hopefully
name.
you already know that by now because you've been watching it.
So hopefully you're not getting tired of seeing us pop up, but we're going to keep doing it. We are on day number 7.
And it's about the superpower of the autoresponder.
The autoresponder.
What is it? Can you tell it? Tell us, Pat, what is the autoresponder?
So an autoresponder is a very powerful tool that almost none of our clients use. We try, we beg. It is basically an email sequence that you set up before anybody ever gives you their data. So we've been talking about capturing data and having customers fill out forms that lets them know that you're interested or they're interested. And once that happens, I guess I can explain it like if you're looking at a restaurant and they have the offer of, join our email list, we'll give you a free whatever bottle of bourbon. Maybe not. But once that happens, they instantly email you a thank you and probably that coupon. So that is done automatically. I know everybody knows that, but most people don't realize how easy that is to set up. And once that first email goes out to you, then behind the scenes, there's usually a whole sequence of events or emails that will go out at a specific and preset time that makes it easier to nurture or warm up or keep in front of you who filled out their email.
We call it a soap opera sequence.
Yep, we can use it as a soap opera. It's kind of like you tell a story, and at the end of it, you might leave a little cliffhanger and say, watch tomorrow. We kind of do this on these videos.
Yeah.
We tell you what we're telling you today, and at the end, we say, well, here's what we're talking about tomorrow.
And they can have call to actions to them. So they're
So
really powerful.
It's very easy to do. There are lots of different, obviously, Hometown Revolution does it. Justine can take care of that for you. But it can be anybody, MailChimp, Aweber, Active Campaign, just about any email marketing system has autoresponders.
And other cool ones are when people, what we have, and, there are services out there that when someone calls you, like let's say if you're in the service industry, like we even had that when we had a friend of ours that was power washing our house. He was getting phone call after phone call. Well, he's in the middle of power washing. He can't answer his phone at that point.
And he's a one-man band or Chuck with a truck that we call him.
And the cool thing is what we have set up is if he doesn't answer that phone, it automatically sends that person who's trying to call a text. Say, what do we have?
It just says, hey, sorry, I missed your call.
Yeah.
What can I do for you? And then they'll text back because they don't have to, but that gives them the opportunity to say what they were needing. And then when he's done and he's got a time, he's actually visually on his phone, got a text from that person that called and he knows what they want. And then he can get back to them as soon as he's done working. Because a lot of these guys, a lot of contractors, home improvement guys are, like I said, they're just one guy with a truck and they don't have a front desk and people to handle it. And they still got to get the work done. So that phone that's ringing off the hook in their pocket, they can let it go knowing that this system or the system that you build will take care of it.
I think about it as, and a lot of people will be like, well, I don't need that. What do I really need that for? Because I answer my phone all the time, whatever. It can save you time, you guys. Yeah, that is true. There are tons of studies about that. So that is true. It saves time. And quite honestly, it can weed out people, your automations can actually, whether it be through, a texting automation or even the email automation, it can weed out people that aren't really serious. And then the great thing about the email automation is, that's more of think of the email automations as more of a nurturing. And what that can do is, that can generate sales for you. And, and what we've learned over this time, and actually I'll tell you about my personal experience here in a minute, but how many, why don't you show them the sales statistics of how many contacts it takes?
Why is this important? That's why.
Basically, go ahead. You said.
So as these numbers go, the main line that you want to look at, this is in a sales closer prospecting graphic that's been floated around a long time. It was originally a real study, small business study. And the last line is the pretty powerful line. 80% of sales are made after the 5th contact. So that is saying, and the 2% of sales are made on the first contact. Most people are looking for information. Very few people, I don't care what your business is, unless it's an emergency service, they're not saying, I want to buy right now. Only a small percentage of people are ready to buy right now. Mm-hmm. Almost everybody else wants some more information, and they want to know if you're the person they want to buy from.
And I'm telling you, it just happened to us yesterday, and it was cool. I had started talking to an excavator back in February. I think the actual date was like February 19th. Been talking to him, super nice. And, I got the, I need to talk to my wife about it, which I completely respect. So I didn't push him. Not long after that, I still stayed in contact with him, just sending him some texts. They weren't automated, but I still sent him some texts, and I think he was into our soap opera sequence at that point. I think we were actually sending him some automation, some email automations. But I got a message from him yesterday or the day before. The day before, I got a message from him. He started the conversation with me again, and it led to a sale yesterday of him signing up with us. And that was, I most definitely had over 5 touches to him.
Yep.
Way more.
So to reiterate these sales stats, 80% are made after the 5th contact. But if you add them up, 92% quit on or before 4. So 80%
crazy
after the 5th, but 92% of the people never get to the 5th contact.
So what we're saying is don't
Money
feel
left
like
on the table.
Don't feel like you're bothering people, because a lot of times, even with these systems like what we have, people get afraid. Oh, I don't want to contact them. I don't want to keep doing this over and over again. They're going to get sick of me. That's not the case.
Especially the way this runs, and the beauty of it is they asked for information.
Yeah.
You are doing them a disservice if you are not staying in touch with them. They want what you have. And
if they don't, they'll tell you.
They'll tell you. And this is the beauty of the autoresponder, excuse me, is it takes some of that feeling, and everybody has it. And the more people we talk to, we realize it's really it's rampant. Everybody feels like they're bugging you. Even people that make random videos and put them live on Facebook talking about what they do. People feel like we're, bragging or forcing it, or people don't want to watch. But guess what? If you're not interested, you're not even watching me say this by now.
Yeah.
So people will pay attention if they want to, if they're ready. And that's why you're doing it. And the automatic part is what takes that feeling away from you.
Yeah.
Where it's just going to happen. They can unsubscribe at any time, but they're there because they filled out a form and were interested in what you have to offer. So they want more information, and it's your duty and obligation to give them that information. And it may be on a soap opera, a sequence of 3, 10, 100. It can be forever.
I tell you, for some of our clients that we have, some agency clients that we have a 7-step automation, text automation that we have set up for them, because, for a dentist office, if an office like that is listening or watching, that's huge. That's a big thing. And, they don't have time to call every single lead that comes into their system. This takes care of that and allows you to have a text automation running that gets that person that is interested to make that first call and get booked. And it's beautiful. It works.
And once it's set it up, it's basically set and forget. You can always add to it, change it, edit, but you just let it run and you drive traffic. And that's what we talk about. That's what our whole system is you build a system and then you drive traffic to it. and then you close the ones that are most interested.
So if you have something out there that you're already working with, great, take advantage of it and really use it. And, you know, if you don't have a system that has it.
Should I show them what ours look like?
Yeah.
Does anybody want to see it? I see a few people watching. Nobody ever comments. You guys are all afraid. Chicken. So
we're really not that scary.
This is the dashboard that we talk about. We call her Justine. This is the Hometown Revolution software. And not to overwhelm you, it's just I want you to understand how these things are in there. We just have, once something happens, somebody fills out a form, we immediately, and you can see immediately, I think I'm covering you up there. I'll slide that over there. Immediately send them an email, and you just click on the email and you can see what it says. And it's just, this is a fake account. Hey, I got your thing. I know you're interested. Here's the information we want to give you. Here's what you can do next. You can call me, whatever. We can also send a text in 2 minutes, basically saying the same thing. Thanks for reaching out. Let's get set up. We can send voicemails. We can send, you know, a notification that you want to call somebody. And it's just 2 minutes. I've got all these set at 2 minutes just because it was a test demo. But it can be anywhere from immediately to 2 years from now. It can be, if it's an appointment, it can be 24 hours before your appointment. You send out this thing. So it's just a sequence. Once this one happens, you wait, whatever the time is, and then you send another one. And it can be one time or it can be forever. You just keep adding contacts and you're warming them up because we're starting with a cold prospect and you want to warm them up. And even the ones that are warm, even if they've bought and become a hot prospect, you want to keep them warm and stay in front of them to remind them that you're still there. So it's a nurturing, it's an email, it's what we call an autoresponder.
You don't have to get as technical as what we have in here. I mean, I know typically when we start people out that are not agency clients, we start them out with a very small autoresponder sequence. So it doesn't have to be, you know, you don't have to, we don't want to scare you by looking at this.
The simple idea is saying, you know, email number one is what you asked for. Here's your information. Here's what you can do next. And then why we call it the soap opera sequence, number one, we know not everybody's going to read every single email. You know, emails don't get open. Some of them go to spam, but you got to keep trying to stay in front of them. You know, email number two could be, you know, here's part of my story. Here's how I got into doing what I do. You actually share your story with people and it gets them to know you. Mm-hmm. And you can have success stories, you know, projects that you've done.
That's why we call it the soap opera sequence.
Yeah, you brag about yourself a little bit. You show reviews from people. You know, you get them to start to know, like, and trust you.
Yep.
That's the way business is done.
Yep.
Online especially.
Yep.
Everywhere, really.
Yep.
Yep.
Quit making fun of me.
Everybody comment yep below.
Oh, God. Whatever. All right. So I think that's good. I think that gives them...
that's an autoresponder. That's day 7. Who has one?
Oh, yeah.
Drop your comment below.
Do you have
hasn't?
Do you know what it is?
I know everybody's been in one. Everybody signs up for free crap.
Yeah. Well, that's true. That is true.
So...
What do we have tomorrow?
Oh, the tracking number.
This one, that one's interesting because that one I just won't even go into it because we got a lot to talk about probably about that.
So that includes text marketing too. So we'll talk about having tracking number, being able to track your marketing, see where calls are coming from. Send them wherever you want. Send people texts.
As always, if you're interested in the service that we have, how can I? There. Click on. Can we click on that?
No.
Or just no.
You act like you've never been on Facebook before.
You can't click on that. That's right.
HometownRevolution.com.
Don't you have a little?
I do.
We have a little artwork. There we go. HometownRevolution.com. You can go there. You can learn more about it. You can even sign up there. Or you can go to hometownrevolution.com/book and you can talk to me. Schedule a time to talk to me. Find out if it is something that will fit into your system you already have, your website that you already have, or we can create a new one. Or get into our group.
HometownRevolution.com/group.
We'd love to have you there too.
Business owners. 15 minutes is probably long enough on this is a Sunday as we record this.
Is it 15 minutes already?
15 minutes.
Holy cow.
We just ramble and babble, and nobody ever asks us any questions. So we're going to keep doing this until somebody tells us to stop or not.
Well, 30 days.
Oh, I'm going to keep going. Going forever.
Okay. Well.
So comment below. Let us know what you need. We're here whenever you need us.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
Bye.